Aloha from the Ozarks. Folks, if you're in the market for a medium-sized lofted building for a perfect do-it-yourself tiny home or a do-it-yourself hunting cabin, I've got one here for you to take a look at. This is a 12 by 32 wrapped porch lofted barn cabin. I'm going to turn the camera around and show it to you just a second here. Here it is. 12 by 32 wrapped porch lofted barn cabin. It has several windows in it. There are including one loft window on this side and another loft window on the far end. Okay, we've got a window on the sidewall over here, two windows on this front wrapped porch area, and another window on the back, and I'll go on inside and show you. First, you got this big wrapped porch, which is what a lot of people want for a hunting cabin, so I thought I'd show that to you. Next, you got a 36 wide, 9 light windowed walk-in door, 72 tall, because we have a low wall here for the loft, and I'll go inside and show you all of that. 2x3 window here, 2x3 window here. You got your loft window up there, and all of that wrapped porch is underneath a loft. Then we have another large loft on the back end over here, and a loft window back there. Window on one side, window on the other side. Okay, let's take a look at this building. Plywood in the walls and floors. That's the first thing I hope that you notice. Most of my competitors out there do not put plywood in their walls. They use an OSB type of wall, which is inferior to plywood. Next thing, on the floor, same thing. We have a plywood floor. Most of my competitors use a composite floor, which is inferior to plywood. All of the wood that you're looking at is treated. It comes with a lifetime, a limited, but a lifetime warranty. All of our 2x4 wall studs, roof trusses, and our 2x6 floor joists are a premium grade of lumber. We buy a higher, better grade of lumber than any of my competitors do. It costs us more to do that, but we sell you a better building because of that. Okay, all of it treated, all of it with a limited lifetime warranty. All right, let's take a look at the walls. 2x4 wall studs are 16 inches apart as standard. If you were going to build a home, you'd build it like that. Single 2x4 at the bottom of the wall, double reinforced 2x4s at the top of the wall. Every third stud is a double reinforced wall stud. So every 4 feet, it's double reinforced. The more wall studs in a wall, the stronger and sturdier the wall. Most of my competitors space their wall studs further apart, 24 inches instead of 16, which means they use fewer wall studs, which means by default their walls are less strong and sturdy than ours, okay? All the windows are minimum double reinforced frames. Double reinforced at a minimum, and if you'll notice down there, it's actually triple reinforced. Same thing on that side, but it's at a minimum double reinforced. Same thing with our door frames. So come over and show you that. And what that means for you is when we double reinforce, and a lot of my competitors don't double reinforce them, okay? What that means is our windows and doors are gonna open and shut like they are supposed to once the building is delivered to your site. If it's only single reinforced, there's gonna be some flex in this building as it's brought out to you. And the window and the door may not open and shut properly if it's only got a single 2x4 on the framing, but we double reinforce them to give it a rigid, sturdy, strong framing, which keeps it square with the building, all right? That means doors and windows open like they're supposed to. So that's our wall framing, super excellent wall framing. And I want to pay attention at the top where we double reinforce. We have this. It's an aluminum soffit ventilation system that runs all along the sidewall. That's for improved airflow, and that's a Graceland exclusive. We run that soffit vent. We have a patent on that. I'll go outside and show you the soffit vent real quick. Right here, all along the side of the building on both sides, okay? That's for improved airflow, and we have a patent on that. It's exclusive to Graceland. So the air comes in on the side, goes out on our screened-in roof ridge vent. That's screened in to keep out bugs and debris, but it's for improved airflow. That system alone, our ventilation system alone, keeps the building 10 to 15 degrees cooler in the hot, humid summertime extreme temperatures. In addition to that, this building has the G-Board Radiant Barrier Roof Upgrade. That's available on any of our custom build buildings. They tend to send me buildings that have it because I tend to have clients that want it. All right, so that radiant barrier reflects out 97% of the sun's radiant heat. If you were having a company build a roof for your hunting cabin or do-it-yourself tiny home, they would put a radiant barrier in it because of what it does. It reflects out 97% of the sun's radiant heat. It's not an insulation, it's just a radiant barrier, and that would be standard for just about any roof that you would have built. Now I want you to notice that our roof trusses are attached to the walls with a metal hurricane clip all along the wall. A lot of my competitors don't use metal hurricane clips. They just use a screw or a nail or maybe a lag bolt. The metal hurricane clips are standard. If you were having a roofing company put roofs on your building, that's how they would apply it and attach it, okay? So that's how we do it. 2x4 roof trusses, also the premium grade. Then it is on a 7/16 OSB roof decking right here. Instead of the little 1-inch wood slats that a lot of my competition uses, we use an entire sheet of roof decking, okay? That's an OSB roof decking all the way around. And then on the outside of that roof decking is where the metal roof goes, and between the metal roof and the roof decking is a moisture barrier. All right, so well-built roof. Okay, next let's talk about, I already talked about the walls, I've got the roof, now we'll talk about the floors. This is 5/8 inch plywood floors, and they are fitted together interlocked using tongue and groove. It's a tongue and groove floor, which is really the only way to build a floor. But other companies build them without tongue and groove, which means the plywood slabs can peel apart from each other and pull up. Ours are interlocked with tongue and groove, so they will stay together, and they're really a seamless, gapless floor. Though you see a seam here, bugs that are underneath that building cannot get up through the seam because of the interlocked tongue and groove plywood slabs, okay? Underneath our 5/8 inch plywood floor, in our subfloor, we use 2x6 floor joists like you see here in the floor joists for our loft. 2x6s, not 2x4s. A lot of my competition uses 2x4s like we do in our wall studs for their subfloors, but we do not. We use 2x6s. It's a stronger, better, sturdier floor. And like our wall studs, they're 16 inches apart in the subfloor, okay? Now in the loft subfloor, they're further apart. They're 24 inches apart. But in our main subfloor, they are 16 inches apart, all right? And I forgot to mention to you, this loft is a 12-foot loft all the way across here on the back end, okay? And then you've got, this loft is, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an 8-foot loft on the front end, okay? Now, questions about this building. It is upgraded with a urethane paint on the outside, which is by PPG. They're a big, reputable company. The paint has a 10-year adhesion warranty and a 25-year warranty. The roof has a 25-year warranty. The treated lumber that you're looking at, the treated wood products, have a limited lifetime warranty, and we have a 7-year warranty on our workmanship. Most of my competition only does a 5-year warranty. And they don't have treated lumber, so they don't offer a limited lifetime warranty. Okay, so keep that in mind. We have the best warranties because we have a better built building. It's a higher quality of building, and we stand behind that higher quality with the better warranty. Now, what about pricing? If you're interested in this building, the cash price is always your lowest price, and I will list that price in the video description and hopefully also in the title of this video. All right, and then there's rent to own. I'll list the 5-year rent to own price. There's 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years on rent to own. No credit check. So it's fast and easy, and there's no penalty to pay it off early if you use rent to own. Now, that's true for Graceland, but a lot of other companies, they lock you in on that rent to own, and they charge you a penalty if you want to pay it off early. Graceland does not. So it's an easy rent to own, and there's no penalty to pay it off early. It's to your advantage to pay it off early because that'll save you money in the long run. Okay, if you're interested and you want to get this building, I encourage you to look at the video description, and in the video description, I'm going to have a link that gives you my how to message me on Facebook, a link to my frequently asked questions on my YouTube playlist, and then also you're going to see my business phone number. You can call me or text me on that business phone number, all right? So you got lots of ways to get a hold of me. If you're interested in this building, delivery is free within 50 miles of my lot. And that includes us setting the building up on the concrete blocks that you provide, and then we will level the building, and then we will anchor it down into the ground using 18-inch anchors driven into the ground like a mobile home would be strapped down, assuming that your ground is suitable for anchoring. It's the Ozarks. We tend to have some big rocks in the ground. If there are giant rocks in the ground, they can't drive those anchors into the ground. But aside from that, leveling and anchoring this building is part of your price, so that's included. If you're beyond 50 miles, there will be a delivery charge per mile, and you can message me and talk to me about that, okay? I think I've gone over all the options. You know what to do. If you're interested, contact me. Aloha from the Ozarks.